Love everything when you do, baby girl, you're something special. Everything when you look tight. Put up in your jeans like a spike.
It fizzles.
One ice up your neck like a frostbite. Put the icicle right when your tongue ring. Lollipop, she wants something sweet to make your the drops. Gonna lock me like the cops.
It's in my eye. What's going on, guys? My name is Omize. Today we're going to be answering some frequently asked questions about ACV rinses while I do mine for the first time in about 3 years. First things first, let me show you guys some products, the typical products, nothing too special. I'll have the link in my descriptions for everything, so it's right down there when you need it. All right, first things first, we got the apple cider vinegar. You want to get the one that is organic and that is unfiltered, and then filter it yourself so that you can have not that build up stuff in your hair. All right, next we got this giant bag baking soda. Oh, it's so hard to hold, but you don't need like this much. You can get a small one. You can pour this out into a little thing. You don't need this much. And then we have the lemon juice. I was a bit lazy with the lemon juice and I kind of just got whatever. I've never tried the lemon juice before, but I wanted to just try it and see like if my hair is gonna smell like lemons after. But yeah, lemon juice. And the last thing you might want to get is one of these tub things. Totally optional. You could use your sink, you could use your bathtub, kind of easier in this, and you get to like lay back on it and use it. So I'll link that in my description. Like I said, after I finish doing the wash, I'm gonna start trying to get my square parts back. I don't know how 100% possible it will be, but I'm gonna go in and be very detailed and try to get my square parts back, because that's been something I've been chasing after. Now that we're here, we got the tub thing set up, we got all the gear. First thing, I kind of already did a lot of them, but I will unravel most of my locks. Like, you know, when you get a fresh retwist, you can still unravel that part. I unravel that part, and I do that just so I can get in between them to clean all of that area, because I'm gonna retwist it after. I have some warm water in here, about 30% of that apple cider vinegar bottle. I'm just kind of letting my hair soak it in right now. I should have brought a towel for my hands. I guess I'll use this. Keep this by my side now. But yeah, I just have my hair soaking in the water real quick. Get it all in there. It's in my eye. Ah. Now I want to get some of this baking soda in. By the way, this is like very hard to do DIY. Like, if you have a friend, just ask your friend, bro. Because this is such a struggle. And it's also another hassle because I'm sitting here trying to record it. If it doesn't fizzle, I'm sorry. Like, I failed you guys with the ASMR. It's not gonna fizzle right away. It'll fizzle when I pour the thing in. It fizzled. You're welcome. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pour this apple cider vinegar in from back to front versus front to back. I'm gonna bring this towel up because we know how this is about to go. This is about to burn, bro. Here we go, ASMR. Yeah. All right, we did it, chat. Now that we got everything in, I'm going to just sit here and like massage it, clean out each individual lock. And yeah, at the same time while I'm doing this, we could go over some questions that people had. One of the questions is, how long have I gone without a wash? And I'll answer that question in a little bit more detail than just regular. So I typically go, honestly, I wash whenever I need to. It depends like what I'm doing. Maybe it'll be like a month or every 2 weeks, depends on what I'm going for at the time. And then a wash is not always this. A wash could just be, you know, your quick rinse real quick whenever they start to smell bad or whenever they start to look all frizzy and like ill looking, I'll wash it. Also, when I'm trying to grow my hair a lot, like I'm not doing any retwists and stuff like that, I'll wash it like 2 or 3 times a month just to keep the scalp clean to promote growth. I did that a lot last year for like the beginning of the year. I dyed my hair a lot and I wanted to go back to like having thicker, fuller locks. And so I just kept washing it every couple of weeks. Didn't put too much product in it, and it grew a lot in that period of time. So another question is, when you're washing every individual lock, what do you like do? So it depends on like how deep the dirt is in your lock. Sometimes you'll like take one, and I know this is hard to like see right now, but you can take one and like start from the root part. So you guys aren't gonna be able to see this very well. Start from the root and basically squeeze and push your fingers. Like you're gonna be doing like this throughout the lock, and you're just squeezing that dirt out. And depends on how severe your buildup is and what type of buildup. Because product buildup, yeah, you squeeze and do like that. Things like lint and stuff, you wanna like just massage and pull out. A lot of times after people do rinses like this, their hair will be really dry. And yeah, I mean, you are doing a chemical reaction, so that is normal. So afterwards, so for me, I use the Shea Moisturizer. I've been using that for years and it's just worked for me. It's like one of the only things I use. I don't use a lot of it because I don't like product buildup. So I will just like put some in my hand, like a dime, and then I'll massage that around, and then I'll add water on top of that. I'll put that like in my scalp and then brush my locks after I put it in there. That alongside oil, I have the Miel, I don't know what thing it is, but I'll show it. I have the Miel oils that I use and regular coconut oil. Those are my main things. At some point, I want to make my own oil mix with Jamaican castor oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, like one of those tea tree, rosemary, and just have my own little mix because, you know, I'm tired of buying little oils over and over again. Right now, I'm mainly just trying to focus on really scrubbing through each lock. After I get that done, then I'll just do what I typically do in the shower. One of the key things, though, to keep your locks like fresh looking and soft, I found, is brushing them. Brushing them with a soft brush as a daily routine thing helps a lot. Like, it's so much better than just like running your fingers through your hair, especially if you're going on days without a retwist. Like, get a soft brush, put in your product, not a lot of it, brush your locks however pattern you go, and it'll look like a style almost, rather than you just, you know, we like to just get up and go, which is a benefit of having locks. Another thing people always ask is how to keep your locks protected or maintained after retwist or just in general. You know, bonnets, silk-lined hats, silk-lined pillows. Stay away from things that are like heavy cotton, heavy furry, all those kinds of things, because those would just get caught in your hair. You know, lint gets caught in your hair mad often. Brushing it helps take out the lint, so if you're doing that often, you won't see much lint, but you'll still see some because it's just inevitable. But keeping it covered with those types of things always help. I'll link in the description the main thing that I use, but literally you could just look up silk line cap and you get one of those. And someone asks, does it burn when I do this? No, it actually felt very nice. It's like a step away from if you were to wash your hair with like some peppermint soap, the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap that I recommend. If you were to wash your hair with that and you get that tingly feeling, it's like just a little bit less than that. And it smells nice and stuff. Like, I actually think that lemon water kind of helped a lot. It doesn't, you know, people see apple cider vinegar and they're like, oh, it's gonna smell like feet. It doesn't smell like that right now at all. All right, so I'm gonna finish up here. For anyone in the future who has any questions, send them in the comments and I'll reply with a reel. Alright guys, day 2 of this wash and retwist. Let me just show you what we're working with right now. My hair is nice and soft and everything. You can see it looks like silky-ish and all that kind of stuff. Smells good. Look at the roots, man. I got like curls in there for real. But yeah, so I got all my products here. I'll show you guys what I'm using for this retwist. I'll show you what I used last night also for the moisturizing, like right after, because I couldn't just go to bed with it as dry as it was. This is just my go-to product. I use this for almost forever. I don't put nothing else really. I have some of the Miel things, but I don't use them as often as I use this. I've been using this for years. I just have my coconut oil. This product I use for just like shining, or yeah, that's pretty much it. It says growth oil. I don't know if that adds up, but I wouldn't say that I use it often or like every day or anything, because it is like very oily. So yeah, I just use as needed. This is my go-to product for all retwist. I don't use anything else for retwist, and I haven't for like a couple of years now. Only this, my go-to product. If you look at it, it's like a clear thing, not your typical like waxes and stuff, so it doesn't leave as much buildup as other things do. This one is really good. Highly recommend. This is the last thing, just the mousse for afterwards. I haven't tried this before. I think it might be good. It looks good, smells good. So we'll see how this one works out. Oh, look at that. It's a loosey-goosey. If he falls off, he falls off. I stopped interlocking my hair with the crochet needle because it's pointless at this point. I focus more so on growth than trying to keep a healthy lock together. Like, look at this lock. It's nice, healthy all the way around. I'm done crocheting these flyaways. Like, bro, look at this. I gave up on square parts. I did like 9 over here. So I did my middle, kind of. I did like 9 over here. Completely gave up. It took me like an hour and a half just to do that, because it's so like, to make it straight, they're so like deep into the other locks and stuff. And like I had to like cut some of them, and like literally you're gonna have to rip out some dreads. Well, not rip them out, but like you're like low-key destroying them. And I did cut one. I cut a dread because I just wanted to see what's gonna happen. So if this dread ends up falling out down the line, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm regretting it low-key. You see how much more quicker like I can do my hair. Like I don't have to worry about sitting there combing, because literally I'll take my 3 that I plan on retwisting. I'll put my gel, I'll wet them, and then I'll just go one by one and just twist it up like this, hold it, twist it up like this, hold it, twist it up like this, hold it, and then as I'm going through to do the braid, I'll continue twisting them in that direction. I make sure I collect all the hairs that's around it. I just start crossing, cross and spin, cross and spin. If you wanted to know how to braid locks, there you go. Same process as anything else. So yeah, guys, I'm not really a fan of this style 100%. So I may or may not leave it in and probably just do a twist out. But this is what we're working with right now. And as you can see, I didn't go all the way around with the square parts because it was just taking way too long, and I gave up. Like I did like this. I did this line all the way back as best as I could, and then after that point, I gave up. So yeah, this is just the style that we're gonna rock with for a while. I mean, it's not too bad. Like, I'm just super not a fan of everything that I did. Like, I really wish I could have got all square parts, but it's all cool. But yeah. So that's the end of this video. It was kind of all over the place.
But if you guys have any more questions or any more things, styles, anything that you want me to try, let me know. It's 4 a.m. or maybe 5 now. It's 5:22 a.m. Like, now the camera doesn't want to focus. I got work in 3 hours or like 4 hours, so I'm gonna take a nap. See you guys in the next one.
See, I'm feeling lit, man. I'm out there Hennessy, and I keep a stick, man, for all my enemies. Yeah, nigga, I came from the dirt, sipping up dirt. Why the fans wanna